Coach, thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. 3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
I got him. Mike's 49.
They'll look to throw. It's complete to Graham. He got 29 yards that time.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. He'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he finds Parker here, complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Undercrush. Explain. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check.
They'll run with Muhammad. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal.
Push him back.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaw. Hey, Haywood. Watch Mike. So we got man. He's checking. X3, 218, chop. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. He is going to find Hill here. A gain of 22.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a carry by the 3rd-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. He'll get this to Eckler, and he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Ready.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Down. 70, Indy. Come on. Check it backer. 22 jet bomber.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. This is a kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Herbert, he'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Herbert, complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Check 26, check 26. Go. Go, 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 go. 49.
On 1st down, here's Breida.
What we got?
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Breida. Gets past one man. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Back to throw here. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 30. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. They'll set up a throw, and a completion to Wilson. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
49 the mark.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Look at me. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Allen. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. The intended receiver there, Allen. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 43. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Complete. It's Henry. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Los Angeles.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
Back to throw. Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now the second-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Quick dash. Come. You draw Corker. Now.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Bravo. Get.
From the gun, Herbert looking deep downfield, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. Here's Ty Long now, and surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returnable for Grant. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Breida. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Mike, 49. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 17-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll run here with Eckler. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
To throw on 2nd down, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 14. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run again with Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On first down, Herbert. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Looking to throw. Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Let it well, and it's picked. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Switch up, switch up. Come on. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Slam, slam, slam.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Let's go, let's go. 56 to Mike.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check.
races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On first down, Muhammad. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They go again with Muhammad. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. I thought he had the angle along that sideline. Didn't quite get there, though.
Didn't quite get there, but they did keep him from getting into the end zone. Now when you look down and line up on defense, you see the goal line beneath your feet. If that doesn't motivate you to play harder, I don't know what will.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Parker the intended target, but it'll be second and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. On second down, a run with Breida. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll come out in the pistol. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? And this is caught. It's Parker. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28. That's fielded in the end zone. Ooh, the juke. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Herbert, he's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Miami, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.